I got hooked up with some players on our team who were strong Christians. A couple receivers that were beating me up every day in practice. Like, man, these guys are for real. They're Christians. Okay, what is that?
How are they doing this and fighting so hard and dogging me out like this? And they're supposed to be Christians.
Right. And yet they're picking me up off the ground. And inviting me to Bible study. And so I went, and it took about a half a year of listening to those guys explain the gospel, the good news, and I was in. Even as a freshman in college, and then after that, then God started His work. So man, it's like you think, oh, I'm good. I'm saved.
Hebrews 11:1 says that now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. God calls all of us to have childlike faith, a type of faith that blows the mind of non-believers who do not believe in the miraculous power of Jesus Christ. A type of faith that sees beyond reality, which can almost seem too real to be true. Now, the last thing that I want to do is over-spiritualize the National Football League and make it appear that football is the end-all be-all. But in this video, I'd like to talk more about John Harbaugh, who's the head coach of the Baltimore Ravens, and truly think that his faith will will his team into winning the Super Bowl. I would encourage you to check out one of my videos about John and him citing 1 Chronicles 29:11 at a post-game press conference if you have not already done so. This will give you more insight into his foundation of faith and how he grew up. Beyond that, let's check out what Harbaugh said in an interview with former NFL football coach and Christian Tony Dungy on the Beyond the Game video.
Not so fast. We have a lot of work to do on you, And I feel like you look back and you see all the different things you go through, even as a head coach of the National Football League.
Well, I was going to ask you that. So you start growing and you realize about this personal relationship and what it means, but now you get put into the laboratory, really. You're going into college coaching, NFL coaching, and that's not always the easiest ground to be a Christian, right?
No. I mean, you're expected to be tough, and sometimes as a Christian, you're seen as not being tough if you're a Christian, which is to me the exact opposite of reality. That's what forges you. I mean, you get forged in the heat, and purified and things like that. But I think the down times or the hard times, the fact that you have to kind of show up after a win or a loss. You have to stay even, and you learn from your mistakes. And when you make your mistakes, I mean, you get a pretty quick reminder that you need to be better. You need to grow through that.
Unfortunately, many people, including Christians, think that faith is about winning, and I bet that most NFL players view faith the same way. But it's actually not about that. Faith is an essential component in life, and it should position us to have peace that passes all understanding, no matter the outcome of the situation. This is not to say that we will be void of our God-given emotions, but the outcomes that don't necessarily go in our favor will not be debilitating. With Coach Harbaugh at the helm of the Ravens, I'm sure that he'll give the team a massive speech that reflects the sturdy foundation that he has up under him. Faith helps us navigate life in a way that makes life less frightening. It propels us to a higher level of capabilities that are beyond our expectations. And with the dedicated focus and months of preparation that the Ravens have had, I'm sure it plays a huge factor in their psyche at all times. Now, God is a miracle worker and can speak the winner of the football game into existence, but He has given each and every player a gifted ability that's elite. He has also given the players an urgency to practice at a high level in order to give them the best chance of victory on the playing field. And that's how we all should think, even if we've never played sports before. Studying, preparing, and taking action that's in our control is key. He wants us to be an active participant in life and not just observe from the sidelines. It's called active faith. Some people see active faith as praying without ceasing, to constantly be in awe and meditation of the goodness of God. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a verbal prayer, but the thoughts and emotions that make up your being must be in continuous relationship with God. Playing a sport is a God-given ability and should always be enjoyed for His glory. Flesh can easily get in the way because most athletes are wired to compete and win at all costs. And this is so true for pro athletes, specifically on the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL is a business, and players are jockeying for playing time at a high clip. Discipline and understanding is of the utmost regard at this level. The game of football is violent and can take a player out at the drop of a dime. Just like we have a game plan in life, The Baltimore Ravens must have a plan of attack in order to win. It is no easy feat stopping the team on the opposite side of the ball, just like it's no easy feat stopping the plans of the enemy when it comes to spiritual warfare, if we try to do it without the mighty power of God. Remaining true to the playbook, which is the Word of God, will guarantee success at all times. The process will be gruesome, and you'll want to quit at times, but that's where genuine faith comes into play. Faith, however small, can move mountains, and I believe John and the entire Ravens organization can agree with this. Jesus replied in Matthew 17:20-21, "Truly I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move." Nothing will be impossible for you. Nothing is impossible with God. So as the NFL playoffs continue and we get closer and closer to the Super Bowl, John Harbaugh, head coach of the Baltimore Ravens, is a man of faith. Now, that will not automatically guarantee that his team will win it all. Let me know about your faith. Until next time, thanks for your support, and always strive to remain set apart. Take care.